Hey, it's Lydian Wolf of Summer Dragon Studios, and in this video, I want to talk a little bit about what the plan for the future of Summer Dragon Studios is going to be, because I have a lot of big life changes coming up soon, and I want to let everyone know how things are going to look in the near future. So I'm going to be moving out of the country in May, so that's 6 weeks from now, and I'm going to be packing everything up and moving into a relative's house while I wait to learn whether or not I'm accepted into the university that I want to go to. So that means that I won't be here in my home studio with access to any of my fursuit making stuff for quite some time, which means that mostly I'm going to be having to take a break from fursuit making and fursuit related stuff. I'll have Lydian with me, probably only the partial. I will bring my full suit if I end up staying over there, but if I don't, then I'll only have my partial suit for those several months that I'm living there unsure. So I'll continue to make fursuit content wearing Lydian, but I won't have access to any materials for new fursuit making or anything like that. So instead of focusing so heavily on something that I need so much physical space to work on, I'm going to be transferring to doing more of a digital art focused business model in the near future. So that's going to mean, like drawing and stickers kind of projects are going to be much more relevant in my life, and the fursuits will kind of live in the background for a while until I'm back in a place where I have room and time to make fursuits again. Over the next several weeks, my plan is to put together a revamped setup for my digital art commissions, so a new price sheet for my commissions, looking at my prices, writing up a separate terms of service document for my digital art, since I've kind of not done that in the past since I've had so few digital art commissions. I'm also going to work on putting together a more cohesive portfolio of the art that I've done in the past and what my current style looks like, so that people that potentially want to get digital art commissions know kind of what the art is going to look like, because I've had a pretty inconsistent style in the past, and I'm also not super consistent about posting my art online, just because the fact that my fursuit content tends to get a lot more attention. With the reality of moving away for going to university comes the fact that I will have a lot less free time on my hands to work on business-related things. Unfortunately, I have been a full-time student for the last 2 years, but it will be different when I'm actually living at school. So I'm going to have less time to be posting on social media, a little less time to work on YouTube. I'm just going to have less free time in general. So that's going to mean definitely a reduced social media presence for me and my business, because posting and curating social media is pretty time consuming, especially for me because I don't enjoy it all that much. So there's going to be less time for that, even if I have the same amount of time to draw. And so this means that for posting on Instagram, it's going to be significantly reduced. I haven't been posting on there for a little while because I've been kind of taking a break and understanding that I need to change how I approach using the app in regards to the different type of content I'm going to be posting, because not having fursuit stuff means there's less opportunity for video content and a lot more opportunity for photos. So posting on Instagram is going to be limited to 2 or 3 times a week, maybe. I may also choose to move away from Instagram and focus more on Blue Sky and YouTube, because I like both of those platforms better for my purposes, and now with the change of content that I'm going to be creating. I do hope to definitely put a lot more effort into making YouTube videos and also into finding a consistent posting schedule for YouTube, because recently it's been on and off whenever I have something I actually want to talk about or show, that I've made a video, but I've heard that it can be helpful with the algorithm and stuff if you have a consistent posting schedule and so that people can know what to expect from me. So in the time that I am not here in my fursuit space, but not actively in school yet, I'm gonna be working on like creating a backlog of video ideas and video scripts as well as footage so that I can post consistently on this platform and try to grow on here a bit more and try to reduce my presence on the other apps like Instagram. One other concern with moving away is going to be my Etsy shop. So my plan currently is that I'm going to keep my shop open, and I'm going to try to sell the wares that I have available, like this fursuit head in the back here. I'm gonna try to get those sold, and even when I'm not living here, I have family members that are willing to help me mail out products that I've been sold, so I'm going to just pre-package all of them, and then I'll have my family members take them to the post office when they are ready to be shipped out, because it'll be significantly more expensive to ship things from where I'm going to be living rather than here. Once the current stock of wares that I have been sold, I'm likely going to put my Etsy shop on pause, or at least deactivate all my listings for the smaller items, just because I won't be able to keep up mailing things out, and I'm not going to ask my family to keep doing it after I've gotten rid of the bigger items like the fursuits and the paws and tails and stuff. So things like stickers are not going to be sold on there. I do want to continue making stickers, but I will likely sell them in a different way. I'll probably do them just directly through my social media or through email in the future. So in short, I'm going to be moving away, and that will mean that I have less time to work on fursuits, less time to manage social media, and less time to work on art. But I intend to continue managing Summer Dragon Studios and doing more digital art focused stuff from here on out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.